everybody, how's it going? It's me, John Butter, the only YouTuber who's too legitimate to quit a mint. So, Elon Musk hosted SNL last week, and it was bad. It was a bad episode. I didn't like it. I didn't watch it at first because I didn't want to. Then I watched all the sketches on YouTube, and I was right. I was right to skip it the first time. It was bad. And don't get me wrong, Elon Musk didn't exactly help the show with his lack of acting skills and just general awkwardness. But I would say that the biggest culprit of that night was the general quality of the writing of the sketches. I mean, I will admit the episode had its moments, but there was just more misses than hits. And the biggest miss that night was a sketch called Gen Z Hospital. So for those of you who haven't seen it, the premise of Gen Z Hospital is, what if a hospital had young people in it, and they all just said, like, young people stuff? Wouldn't that be crazy?
It is.
You can tell those are Gen Z kids because they have dyed hair. And their clothes are bad. The costume department was like, how do Gen Z dress? I don't know. Charlie Sheen's bowling shirt from 2.5 Men? Okay. Longtime viewers of John Butter, that's me, will remember in 2019 I made a video about a 2015 SNL sketch called The Millennials. I believe we have a clip of that video here. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, Kevin is a James on Earth. Okay, that wasn't the clip. Not even a little bit. Now, the premise of that sketch, it's essentially the same. It's just like, oh, all millennials, they're like this, they're like that, they're so annoying, they don't want to work, they're lazy, they're self-entitled, blah, blah, blah. It's every single stereotype in the book being presented in the most uncreative way possible. And as luck would have it, a couple weeks after I made that video, SNL made another millennials sketch, ensuring that more people would type in SNL millennials and then find my video. So my video got a buttload more views, and it also got a buttload more negative comments. Basically, the comments are like, no, you're wrong, you're a triggered millennial, you're all like that, that sketch is 100% accurate, you are all exactly like that. So I can't tell you how relieved I am to actually see that more people are on my side this time. Gen Z Hospital was actually trending the night it aired due to how many people were saying how bad it was. It's a bad sketch.
It is.
But I'm really glad that Gen Z Hospital is catching a lot of criticism because I genuinely think it's an even worse sketch than the Millennials. Now, at first, I was hesitant to say that because I feel like Gen Z Hospital didn't have that sort of malice that the Millennials sketch had. Like, the bitterness leapt off of the screen. You could really tell the writers were like, oh, and then put down how they're all self-entitled and they don't want to work and something's going on with their genders, I don't know what, but write it down. They're really obsessed with gender and shit. And then the Gen Z Hospital sketch is like, those young people, they talk weird, right? Isn't that funny? Bestie? Cap? No cap? What the heck? I just want to grill, for God's sakes. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, you're not going to get off the hook that easily. Gen Z Hospital might not have been as bitter and vindictive a sketch, but it was certainly a lazier sketch. How long did it take you to write that? 5 minutes at most? You just went on TikTok and just scrolled through the comments? Oh, what does that say? Left on red? Oh, that's so good. Put that in. I will say this, though. The Gen Z Hospital sketch definitely had better hair and makeup. I guess they had some sense of how some Gen Z kids dress. It was definitely a better attempt than the Millennials sketch, where they dressed up Kate McKinnon as Carmen Sandiego. But then again, you also have to take points on account of Elon Musk's fake beard. What the fuck is that? And now, everybody's favorite part of the video, the one where I talk about numbers. So the sketch is roughly 4 minutes long, and in it I found about 37 instances of Gen Z slang, which is really just AAVE, co-opted by white kids, but we don't have time to get into that. Which basically means they were saying a new Gen Z slang term every 9 or 10 seconds. At that point, that's not even a sketch. It's just a very poorly written guide to young people speak for middle-aged people. God, is this gonna happen every couple of years? First you get the millennials in 2015, Gen Z Hospital in 2021. Like what, in 2027? Are you gonna get a sketch that's like, oh, those young kids are always on their holograms and they don't ever wanna work in the salt mines? Like, really, SNL, is this the direction that we want to go in? Constantly talking down to young people? Is that how you're gonna get your ratings up? The writers just decided one day, well, young people aren't watching our shows, so why even bother? Let's just pander to Gen Xers and baby boomers. All I'm saying is that this does not bode well for SNL's future. But SNL has been through dark times before, as evidenced by the countless Saturday Night Dead headlines, and they have been able to dig themselves out of those dark times before, so I don't know. All I know is they also should not have done that Wario sketch. That looked fucking awful. Well, that's gonna do it for me this week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that MF like and subscribe. You can also check out my Patreon if you want to help support my channel. And you can also send a skywriter to my house to write an encouraging message. Like, great job, John. Nice ass. Alright, have a great day, John Butter fandom.